y'all, it's Karina. I just recently started doing YouTube videos because of a situation I'm in. I'm a targeted individual. I live in Shreveport, Louisiana. A lot of corruption in Louisiana, so it's real scary. I'm getting. I don't think I'll ever be acclimated to it, but I'm not freaking out as much as I was when it first started, which was only 2.5 months ago. And I had figured out, I don't know, if you look at my previous videos, I explained that I had figured out that I've been targeted for approximately 8 years. And my boyfriend at that time, who was the love of my life, and we still communicated up until about a month ago when he killed himself. He shot and killed himself. And I had just, really come across the terms targeted individual and gang stalking. And I was going to talk to him about it. But I was 2 weeks too late to catch him. Because definitely, I believe that he was gang stalked and targeted. And I'm not sure because I didn't notice it until about the time when we started dating. So, and I also, at that particular time, I came across some horrible information that I wish I would have never known. It didn't do me any good, believe me. That it's just, it's unbelievable and it's depraved and it shocked me. So, and the people involved, it shocked me. And so I kind of flipped out when I heard that information. This is like 8 years ago, and I didn't handle it the best, that's for sure. My brain was fried. It was like information overload. So, either they start targeting me about that, which is very likely, or they started targeting me because I got together with someone that was already a targeted individual. Though I don't understand why that would reflect on me. I have no felonies. I have no criminal record, and the main thing that gets me after studying this and realizing, in our particular place especially, that law enforcement handles the targeted individuals. I guess you could call them their handlers. I'm learning these new terms, but what they do is they they put them to work free, I guess, to get out of jail, are criminals. They're not just like non-violent offenders. They're criminals. I mean, they punch people out and stuff. Women. To me, that's a criminal, and that's violent. And I don't think I should have anybody following me around, gang stalking me, that's even in that group of thugs. But I do. And so, like I said, I'm going out to buy a gun today. I'm going to equip myself to where if anyone does break into my home, like I've heard that they do that sort of thing, I'll be prepared for them. And I won't have any qualms about using it. I'm going to go practice, of course, so I'll know exactly, and I'm going to learn how to clean it. I'm going to be a responsible gun owner, and I'm going to use it for self-defense. Initially, and this is the thing that gets me too. I don't know if you saw one of my previous videos, but what gets me more than anything is that they would have criminals, and this is people that are sworn to protect us, that they would have criminals following people that aren't criminals, that don't have a criminal record, following them around and breaking in their homes and stupid things like that. That's putting me at risk. I can't go to the cops for help. I'm kind of on my own, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get a gun today. But my ex-boyfriend killed himself a month ago, which I'm still mourning. I love the guy, and we still talk on a regular basis. He and I knew each other quite well after spending 5 years together. So I couldn't understand why he would have such a string of bad luck, and he did. And I don't know, I was like, God, you get yourself in the worst positions. I used to tell him that. I feel bad for that now. because I totally believe from the bottom of my heart that he was targeted. And the reason I believe that is because there were some sexual pedophilia charges brought up against him where there was no physical evidence. And the way that they convicted him, they brought the charge down to a cruelty to a juvenile. But the way they were able to convict him was by his son's testimony. And that's what they used in order to give him that time in prison. So he did time for a crime he did not commit. I know I've heard they all say that, but I know for a fact that that's the case. Before we started dating, I had known him for 20 years. We were friends. I know his character. I know his family. I know he's a good guy. I know he loved his son. And it was weird because when his son, as soon as he turned 17, he moved in with his dad, my ex-boyfriend. Now, why in the world? I mean, anyway, he moved in with his dad, and I guess he was living with him for the past 13 months. So, in all honesty, unfortunately for him, he didn't get to know his father because his father was a great dude. Also, unfortunately for him, his mother is a known narc, gay, and I guess, narcs, gay stalkers, they kind of go hand in hand, but she's known, and I've seen her ruin someone's life and get them life in prison for possessing a pill without a prescription. So, I mean, I guess it was her third time of getting in trouble. That's why, she got life in prison. But that's pretty extreme if you ask me, especially when that person took care of you and was kind of like your mom. But that's who she set up. When I realized she was involved with that woman after not talking to him for a couple of years, and then like, who did you have a child with? And when he told me, I was like, oh my God, because I knew about her. Just because of what she did to this woman. I had no idea what she had done to him. And when she came in my shop, I was like, you know what? I never want you to come in here again. I know what you did. And she kind of looked at me confused. And I realized now that she was wondering what thing it is that I was talking about. But the thing that I was talking about was not my ex-boyfriend, because I didn't know this had happened at the time. It was about what she had done to this woman that had nothing but love for her. And she tried to give her life in prison. So, anyway, I just was going to, I kind of got cut off on my last video. And I was going to explain a terrible, terrible thing that happened. And this is the terrible, terrible thing. Now, my ex, my best friend, the love of my life, is no longer here to be able to help me through this, for me to be able to help him, for us to be able to talk and kind of, talk it out, figure out what the heck's going on. He was the best person for that, especially in this situation. But I miss him so much, and if anyone of y'all would like to get a hold of me and speak with me further about this subject matter, I would totally, really, really, really appreciate it. All right, thank you. It's Karina, and I hope to see you next time, and that you're doing good when I see you.